Despite clarifications, politicos continue to back Siddaramaiah as the next chief minister. The BBMP has finally woken up. The monsoon has pushed Palike into cutting trees and branches that pose a risk to the people. Shocking details revealed. Medicines at government hospitals are of low quality. What's worse, even a tender has not been called for the past 2 years. As things return to normalcy in Kodagu, work is happening at a fast pace. DC Vidya fumes at officials who were dragging their feet on the rehabilitation work. And Congress President Rahul Gandhi visits flood-affected Kerala, felicitates saviors of the floods and speaks to the victims as he says he was disappointed by the response of the centre on Kerala. Bizarre theory floats around in Bengaluru. Some commuters claim they are being harassed by a ghost in Cubbon Park. DMK gets a new president, a smooth takeover for MK Stalin as he is unanimously elected as the party president after several decades of his father being the president of the party. A horrific incident in Bengaluru. Man gouges out the eyes of his father in a fit of rage after an argument over property. Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Pratibha. Well, 2 weeks ago we told you how polluted the lakes of Jigani were. From animals to poison in these lakes, the waters of these lakes were entirely unfit for drinking or any other purposes. Then we spoke to the Karnataka State Pollution Control Board and they promised that in a matter of 15 days they would solve the issue. But today, that is on the 15th day, how is the situation? Well, News9 did a follow-up on the story and this is what we found out. Kumar Organics and others continue polluting Jigani Lake. Don't these companies know about the consequences? Hundreds of people continue to suffer. Isn't there an end to people's problems? "15 days and still no action."
Why I'm telling we'll constitute a special team which can really crack down on this entire thing. Identify the root cause.
By when can we expect
Within 15 days, I'll see that the report is on my table.
The Jigani Lake that recently made headlines for its dying state continues to remain the same, or rather has gotten worse. The surrounding companies like Kumar Organics and a few others have been letting out pollutants into the lake, and the ones who face the brunt of it are the hundreds of people in the vicinity. On Monday evening, a few residents were passing by and that was when they saw harmful effluents being let into the lake. And when they questioned the company staff, they said it was the rainwater. Our correspondent Prajwal was at the spot and here is the exact story narrated by the eyewitnesses.
It goes on to show that these people have not taken any sort of action because last evening it rained and cats and dogs here. It rained heavily over here, and what happened was the factories that we had pointed out again released the chemical discharge not only into the lakes this time, but they did that right on the roads and also into the drains. And we also have one of the sample where a tire factory released that water sample. So this is the sample that I am speaking, which was released last evening at around 4, between 4 to 4:30. Yeah, between 4 to 4:30. This is from the tire factory. And now the Karnataka State Pollution Control Board claims that all is well, nothing has happened at all. And if you see that these people were the ones who had, collected all the samples. Let's go across and speak to Mr. Nagaraj. Let's ask him what happened yesterday. We are speaking about yesterday, not 10 days ago, not 12 or not 15 days ago, yesterday.
Sir, ಇದು actually ನಮಗೆ ಮಳೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ನೀರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಮೆರಾ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೊಡೆ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಕೋನಸಂದ್ರ ಕೆರೆಗೆ ಟೈರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಅವರು ನೀರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಇದೇ ವಾಟರ್ ಸರ್, ಇದೇ ವಾಟರು, ಇದೇ ಬಾಟಲ್, ಇದೇ ನಾನೇ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಫೋಟೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅದೇ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಬಾಟಲ್ನ.
ಗೇಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇದೇನಂತ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ GM ಯಾರೋ ಇದ್ರು, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ನಾವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನೇ ಧಮಕಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The Pollution Control Board was given 15 days time to file a report and take stock of the Jigani Lake. They were to send notices to the companies. So have they? KSPCB fails to give a report. How much more time does the KSPCB need?
And I have with me Pollution Control Board Chairperson Lakshman, who's on this himself. Says a committee has been constituted. They have been pressed into action. But what is the result of their inquiry or investigation so far, sir?
See, committee, after the constitution of the committee, they have already visited it twice, and the committee consists of the representative from MOF, and then the Central Pollution Control Board, and Central Groundwater Authority, and then our officers, and our Chief Environmental Officer is the chairman. So they already visited. They have to find out the cause for this contamination of this lake, and what are all the non-compliances, and overall discharging without the treatment.
Right, sir.
And they are going to visit one more. That's what they told. So once the report comes, so we will take stringent action.
Yes, sir, but just previously Mr. Manoj said 15 days, but it's been way more than 15 days. And so far, what have your people on ground there found? Have they found that they are polluting or they aren't polluting?
First, we have to find out who is the custodian of the lake.
Yes.
And they have to prepare the DPR.
Okay.
Detailed project report and the costings, and then we'll call for the entire meeting in the overall the big industries and medium scale industries.
Right.
I'll only call for the meeting, and I will see that they are all put together and mobilize the whatever the funds is required to rejuvenate. That process will take 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months it will take. All right, sir. We are hoping that you live up to your promise, Mr. Lakshman. We are really looking forward for you to act on this because we've given you all the proof and evidence needed. Thank you so much. I have with me Mr. Lakshman, who is the chairperson of the Pollution Control Board, promising that within 15 days, soon after proper tests are done, checks are carried out, reports are on his table. In 15 days, there will be an answer coming in from the Pollution Control Board whether or not they're cancelling the licenses of these companies and how are they really going to regulate these companies to ensure that they don't pollute the lake and the area in Jigni furthermore.
So it now boils down to an additional 15 days that has been sought by the KSPCB. It still remains to be seen if the lake will be revived. Nabila and Prajwal for NEWS9. Nonetheless, Kerala continues to recover from the devastating floods. Many politicos have been visiting the state and offering help. We've already seen the Prime Minister visiting the flood-affected areas. He also conducted an aerial survey and took stock of the situation. Today, the AICC President Rahul Gandhi was seen visiting the flood-affected areas and even talking to the people housed in the relief camps. Take a look.
Politicos visiting Kerala for the past 2 weeks has been a common sight. Many of them visited and interacted with people lodged in the relief camps. As a part of his 2-day visit, AICC President Rahul Gandhi visited flood-affected areas of Chenganur, Alappuzha, Thrissur, Ernakulam and Kochi. Rahul Gandhi begins 2-day visit to Kerala. Rahul Gandhi began his official tour by visiting relief camps in Chenganur of Alappuzha district. He went on to visit a relief camp at an engineering college in Chenganur where he interacted with students and women. After this, he was seen interacting with a group of flood victims at a relief camp on the rooftop of a house in Edenard village of Chenganur. During the floods, it was the brave fishermen of Kerala who risked their lives and worked tirelessly to rescue people and kids. Rahul Gandhi even went on to say that a separate ministry for fisheries would be set up at the centre if the Congress is voted to power. After his visit to the relief camps, he attended a felicitation program for fishermen at the Camelot Convention Centre in Alapura.
And I remember when I last came to see my fishermen brothers and sisters when you were hurt by the cyclone. I came and visited your houses. I spoke to you, and I must say, looking back, I was not happy with the amount of help you received for the damage that was done during the cyclone. Fishermen, together with farmers, have a very uncertain life. You go out into the sea, but you never know what you're going to come back with, how much fish you will actually be able to catch.
Congress President Rahul Gandhi sent out a clear message to his netas. He was seen waiting for an air ambulance to take off at Chenganur helipad before he exited the location. Rahul Gandhi is also expected to visit more relief camps on Wednesday. Reportedly, he will be flagging off the relief material trucks at Marine Drive in Kochi. He will also be visiting a relief camp in Kothara Town Junction in Wayanad district. With the general elections due in 2019, it seems like all the politicos are sending out a message loud and clear and trying to make an impact. Whether the politicos are truly concerned about their people or not will only be revealed in the coming days. A NEWS9 report.
Well, Kerala needs all the help it can get to recover. With help pouring in from all corners, it is heartwarming to see God's own country slowly recuperating. Many cultural programs have now been held all over the country in order to show unity and strength to Kerala. Take a look.
The whole country has united to help Kerala get back on its feet after the devastating floods. And as the state recovers, everyone is doing their bit to keep the spirits up. Judges sing for Kerala. This was a fundraiser organized for Kerala flood relief at the Indian Society for International Law Auditorium in Delhi. Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra and Justice K.M. Joseph attended the program and showed their support. The program put up by the students began with a classical dance. It ended with Justice Kurian singing a Bollywood number along with Bollywood playback singer Mohit Chauhan. The fundraiser was organized by a group of journalists at the Indian Society of International Law that's situated just a stone's throw from the Supreme Court. They were seen having a ball as the judge urged the audience and his fellow judges to sing along. Justice K.M. Joseph stole the show with his solo rendition of a Malayalam song from the movie Amaram. The song is set among Kerala's fishing community and was followed by the melodious Madhuban Khushbu Deta Hai. It was a brilliant platform to raise funds as judges, journalists and lawyers got together for the aid of flood victims in Kerala. Justice Kurian spoke about the collection camps held twice by Supreme Court lawyers for the flood victims. He even said that a third drive would have a train full of relief material going to Kerala. A NEWS9 report.
Well, time for a quick break now. We'll be right back with lots more. Stay with us.
कौन सा फ्लोर? Italian marble.
Oh no, flat!
3 BHK है मैम.
घर बेचने का भूत सवार. लिस्ट कीजिए 99 एकर्स पर और पाइए जेन्युइन बायोस.
So much natak to stay awake. Peps, spring mattresses that adjust to your body to keep you awake all day. Live the Peps life.
Hi माँ, मैं बात करूँगी. सुनो. जी मैडम जी. क्या नाम है तेरा? शीला. बच्ची का ख्याल रखा है कभी? कहाँ रहती है? खोली. घर में कौन कौन है? इलेक्शन कार्ड है या पैन कार्ड?
माँ, ये सब कैसे होगा? वही तो. मैडम जी, हमारे पास तो ये होता है.
थैंक यू शीला. अरे ऐसे कैसे भरोसा कर लिया? चोरी का या नकली आईडी भी तो हो सकता है. माँ,
असली आईडी है।
अच्छा, आधार?
आधार तो ऑनलाइन वेरीफाई भी हो सकता है, बाकी कोई आईडी नहीं, समझी?
अरे तो पहले बताना चाहिए था ना। ले शीला
जी,
आधार है तो
भरोसा है और हमारी पहचान भी।
आधार है तो अब गरीबों को भी अपनी पहचान मिली है और हमारे अपनों को मिली है सुरक्षा। तो आप भी आधार अपना लो, फायदे में रहोगे।
जब किचन में हो कुचीना
तो हर कोई बनाना चाहेगा खाना।
कुचीना।
As floods wreaked havoc across India, the real heroes emerged to save the day. It's a terrifying struggle as victims battle for breath. Daring rescue operations.
Welcome back. Well, it's been over 20 days since the DMK Supremo M. Karunanidhi passed away. The succession faced a minor problem, although MK Stalin had been anointed as the next chief of DMK by Karunanidhi himself. The late DMK Supremo's elder son, ARCHERY, challenged his younger sibling, but the challenge fizzled out. Take a look.
MK Stalin is the new DMK chief. Stalin elected unopposed by DMK General Council. MK Stalin, son of the late M. Karunanidhi and sole claimant to the throne of DMK president, was elected unopposed. The election was held at the party headquarters, where the party General Council elected Stalin unanimously. There was no other nomination filed for the election except Stalin's. Congress leader and AICC President Rahul Gandhi took to Twitter to congratulate the new DMK chief.
Congratulations to Shri MK Stalin on being elected president of the DMK. I wish him happiness and success as he begins a new chapter in his political journey.
Soon, leaders from across the country congratulated Stalin on his unopposed victory.
My congrats to MK Stalin. I wish him the best future. I have nothing against him. Ideologically, we are still far apart. But his father's sins cannot visit on him.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee too congratulated MK Stalin through a tweet. Congratulations and best wishes to MK Stalin for being elected president of the DMK. Alagiri did not carry out his threat to contest. Stalin's election was a foregone conclusion. Although Stalin's election was a foregone conclusion, as Karunanidhi had named him as his successor, Alagiri, elder son of the late DMK chief, threatened to contest the election. He, however, did not carry out his threat. Alagiri wants to be readmitted into the party. While announcing that he would contest the election, Alagiri had also warned that the party would face consequences if he wasn't readmitted into the party. However, it is obvious that he doesn't have the clout among the party rank and filed to pose any kind of challenge to Stalin. Stalin is the second president of one of the oldest parties in India and has succeeded to the post that was held by the five-time Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi for 49 years. A NEWS9 report.
And well, lust for power is something that's very, very common. And in politics, it's needless to say that power is the tool to achieve all your goals. Talking of power, or the post of a state's chief minister in particular, we must remind you that there were talks about the former chief minister Siddaramaiah becoming the chief minister of Karnataka again. Here are today's developments.
This man on your screens needs no introduction. For 5 years, he held the office of the Chief Minister of Karnataka. And when he was absolutely confident that he would be elected back as the CM, there was a change in the script. Congress fell woefully short of getting the majority in the Karnataka Assembly elections. But the issue of Siddaramaiah becoming the CM has still not died down. First, let's listen in to what Siddaramaiah had to say a few days ago.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಜನ ನನಗೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ.
And ever since that statement was made, there are a lot of talks about the continuance of the coalition government in the state. Congress leaders rushed to the defense of Siddaramaiah. Yes, as the talks of felling the coalition government began making the rounds, top leaders of the Congress party are throwing their weight behind Siddaramaiah.
ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಹಾಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ ನೀವೇ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ಅವರು ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಭಾಷಣ, ಅವರು ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಜನರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಜನ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಗ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅದು ಆ ಭಾಷಣದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ, ಏನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವರು ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಸ್ಥಿರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತಳ್ಳು ಹಾಕುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
As Dinesh Gundurao issued a clarification on the issue, other party members like B.R. Patil and Shivraj Tangadigi did not mince words, saying they indeed want Siddaramaiah to become the CM.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಕಾಣಬೇಕಂತೇನೆ. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ಜನನಾಯಕ, ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅನೇಕ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾಮಗಾರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಕಾಮಗಾರಿಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಲ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಂತೋಷ.
ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ಇದ್ದತ್ನಾಗ ಅವರೊಂದು ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡೋ ಹೊತ್ನಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದೊಳಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸದ್ಯನ ಆಗ್ತಾರಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸದ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ, ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದೊಳಗ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ 100ಕ್ಕೆ 100ರಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ. 2023 ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಆ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯವರ ಒಂದು ಸಮ್ಮುಖದೊಳಗೆ, ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯವರ ಒಂದು ಮುಂದಾಳತ್ವದೊಳಗೆ, ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯವರ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದೊಳಗೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದೊಳಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ತರುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Lastly, when it comes to Siddaramaiah, Zamir Ahmed Khan, the Chamrajpet MLA, can't be left behind.
ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬರೋ ದಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ 22 ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಗೆದ್ದು ಜನ ನನ್ನ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆವಾಗ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು. ಈ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿಗೆ ತಗ್ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಾ? ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಾ? ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲನ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾರಾ? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರು ಅವರೇ, ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನೇ. ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು 5 ವರ್ಷ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಅಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ?
Well, what more can we say? Siddaramaiah continues to enjoy the support of his party members. But as his own party members confess, there is no ploy to fell the government. So it is high time we left the issue here and moved on. A NEWS9 report.
Well, one of the greenest cities at one time, Bengaluru, today is a concrete desert. The green cover has come down from 68.2% in 1973 to 6.46% in 2017. The reduction in the green cover, which has led to many problems, including the rise in temperature, is mainly due to the skewed concept of development. And yet, the authorities have learnt no lessons. They continue to cut down trees under the guise of development. Here is a peep into their plans and the consequences.
Over the last 45 years, Bengaluru has lost 62% of its green cover. The denudation of the green cover has led to many problems, including depletion of groundwater levels and increase in pollution and radiation. And with civic consciousness rising, there has been resistance to the horrific concept of developing housing and infrastructure at the cost of nature. In the recent past, the authorities have tried to stem resistance from environmental activists and conscious citizens by offering to transplant the trees they cut for infrastructural development. So, what has happened to the trees that have been transplanted with great fanfare? Sadly, the trees which have been transplanted are dying without any nourishment or care. BBMP gives the excuse of transplantation to chop down trees. Transplanted trees are dying without nourishment. Is BBMP in cahoots with the timber mafia? Metro construction at the MG Road junction saw a lot of opposition by the people as BBMP had to cut down many trees. So, the BBMP and the Forest Department transplanted the trees from MG Road to Puttainhalli Lake in JP Nagar, but not one tree has survived. Palike officers cut down more than 30 trees during the Jayanagar Road widening and transplanted them. These trees, which are at present behind the JP Nagar Dodda Ganesha temple, are in a dire state. Nature lovers squarely blame the BBMP officers for the sad state of the transplanted trees.
ಜೈಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆರಡು ಕಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ಮರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಮರಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿದೆ, ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದು ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ACF ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇಲ್ಲ ವಿಜಯ್ ಜೈಮಲ್ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಅದು ಇದು ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡೋಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿ ನೆರಳು ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಸರಿಗೆ ನೆರಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮರಗಳು ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇವ್ರು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಜನನ ಕಣ್ಣೋರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಥರ ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಸ್ದೋದ್ರೆ ಆಗೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ.
As many as 171 trees that were cut during the widening of the Jaimahal Road were transplanted in park next to the RV College, but the trees have died for lack of proper nourishment. Trees need to be cared and nourished after a transplant, just like a human needs care after an operation, or else their death is certain. BBMP officers have paid no attention to which trees can be transplanted and which cannot. They are just on a roll to transplant every tree. Nature lovers allege that the BBMP doesn't transplant valuable trees but chop them off and sell it to the timber mafia. When we spoke to the mayor, he said he would call a meeting to address the issue.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಸುಮಾರು ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರುಗಳು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮರಗಳನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ರಂಬೆಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಕಡೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಆಯುಕ್ತರ ಹತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ನ ಕರೆದು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತಂಡಗಳನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
The BBMP needs to understand that the answer to this mess is not cutting trees and transplanting them. The answer lies in no cutting trees. Elsewhere in the more environmental conscious world, cutting trees is a virtual sin. If we don't protect trees, our own lives are in danger. The sooner we realize it, the better. Kiran for NEWS9, Bengaluru.
Well, medicines are lifesavers. Medicines are healers and act as a shield by protecting us from diseases. But what if the concerned authorities supply low-quality medicines that could kill us?
All of us are health conscious. We do take care of ourselves by having healthy food, doing yoga, walking and jogging to stay fit and healthy. Despite our efforts to stay fit and strong, sometimes we fall sick, and one of the ways to get cured is through medicines. But what if these life-saving medicines become deadly for consumption? Yes, it's true. If sources are to be believed, the Health and Family Welfare Department hasn't called for a tender for medicines in the last 2 years.
ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಔಷಧಿಗಳ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟ ತುಂಬ ಕಳಪೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಿಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬಹುತೇಕ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಔಷಧಿಗಳನ್ನೇ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರೋಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಂಕಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಪಾಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ನ ಆಯುಕ್ತರನ್ನ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೋದರೆ ಅವರು ಕೈಗೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯಿಗೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಮಾತಂತೂ ಆಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ, ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗಂತೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರೋಪ ಕೇಳಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಂದ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಡನಾಟ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದಂತ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ಟೈಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದು ತುರ್ಕಾಕ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮೆಡಿಸನ್ನು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಂಗೋ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಗೋಲ್ಮಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೊರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
As they haven't called for tender for the past 2 years, every government hospital is forced to spend nearly rupees 1 lakh to get emergency medicines. Why has the department not called for a tender? The reason being is that time and again, Commissioner for the Health and Family Welfare Department is being appointed frequently. Now, citizens are furious over the carelessness of the officials for not taking any kind of action and providing poor quality medicines at government hospitals. So far, no one complained that there is a lack of medicines in government hospitals. We will call for a tender as soon as possible. I am new to this position, and if there's any grievance, I will address it immediately. What's more shocking is even in CAG reports, it is clearly mentioned that the medicines being supplied to Karnataka are not as per standards. This itself is a clear indication that the authorities in charge are working for commission, and that's the reason they have an alleged tie-up with select companies. Shivraj Kumar for News9, Bengaluru.
And moving on to sports now, the medals just keep coming for India on day 10 of the Asiad on Tuesday. Here's a report.
Double delight for India. Let's start with the golden victory. Athletes Manjeet Singh and Jinson Johnson finished first and second respectively in the men's 800-meter final. Manjeet Singh clocked 1 minute and 46 seconds to bag India's maiden gold on Tuesday. Jinson Johnson finished at second spot and bagged silver. Silver for mixed relay team. India bagged silver in the 4x400 meters mixed relay, clocking 3 minutes and 15 seconds. The Indian team comprised of Mohammad Anas, M.R. Puvama, Hima Das and Arokya Rajiv. Good news continues to come in for India from the field of athletics. India thrashed Sri Lanka in hockey. India's dominance in hockey continued as the men in blue thrashed neighbours Sri Lanka 20-0 in their last group match. Akashdeep scored 6 goals, and with the win, India also topped their group as well. Surprise medals in KURASH. Good news from KURASH. Malaprabha Yalapa Jadhav lost 0-10 to Uzbekistan's Gulnor Suleymanova in women's 52 kgs KURASH event. This was Malaprabha's maiden medal at Asiad. In another event, Pinky Balara lost to Uzbekistan's Gulnor Suleymanova 0-10, but not before she assured India of silver. Bronze from TT for India. Indian table tennis team lost to Korea to win bronze medal in the team event. The final scoreline read 3-0. Double delight from archery. The Indian men's archery team bagged a silver after a tight finish in the compound event. India and Korea were 29 all in the shoot-off, but Korea won on the basis of more tens to win gold. Indian women's archery team also had to settle with silver against Korea on Tuesday. India lost 228-231 to Korea in a contest that went down to the wire till the final set of arrows. Sindhu settles for silver. PV Sindhu had to settle for silver once again, but this was also a best finish in Asiad. Sindhu lost to world number 1 Tai Tzu Ying 21-13, 21-16 in the final on Tuesday. This was Sindhu's maiden medal at Asiad. Sports Bureau, News9.
After day 10, how does the medal tally look like? India scored a half century after winning 9 medals on day 10 in Jakarta. One can expect a few more medals in the remaining 4 days. China is well past 200, with Japan, South Korea, Indonesia and Iran continuing their dominance in the top 5 positions. On that note, we slip into a quick break. We'll be right back with the News9 special report. Stay with us.
It's the change that excites you. The never done before drives you. The long stretches, the endless lanes. Watch in awe as you walk through. You are the seeker of new. We create to inspire. Introducing the new Ciaz. Nexa. Create. Inspire.
Nexa.
Introducing Kamdhenu Next Double Ribs Interlock Steel जो दे 2.5 गुना ज्यादा bond strength. Kamdhenu Next Next Generation Interlock Steel.
शोल्डर 18 पॉकेट कौन सी साइड?
साउथ वेस्ट फेसिंग.
साउथ वेस्ट.
Oh no, flat.
3 BHK है मैम.
घर बेचने का भूत सवार. लिस्ट कीजिए 99 एकर्स पर और पाइए जेन्युइन बायोस.
जहाँ पर किधर है? तो ऊपर गए. क्यों पेड़ पे चढ़ के बन रहे हो चिंपैंजी?
पता नहीं कब आएगी ये बस.
बस तो यहाँ है.
कहाँ?
पेड़ से डाउनलोडिंग होने वाला किंग नहीं. रेड बस ऐप जो डाउनलोडिंग वही असली राजा हुई. इसका ट्रैक माई बस फीचर लाइव ट्रैक करे आपकी बस को और बताए एग्जैक्ट टाइम ऑफ अराइवल. बस यानी बस.
Welcome back. Well, the government is chosen to protect and serve the people. But in Karnataka, it seems that the government is tired of protecting itself from its own people. Why do we say this? It's because every day the Kumaraswamy-led coalition government is under one or the other controversy, aided and abetted by controversy's favorite child, the former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his fellow men. The question, however, that looms over many people is what equation do Kumaraswamy and Siddaramaiah share? We'll tell you in this NEWS9 special.
As coalition government reaches 100th day mark, cracks in the government emerges. As Siddaramaiah declares the wish to become CM. Kumaraswamy says all is well. Why do we say that there are cracks emerging? Here are a few examples that we can start looking at. Siddaramaiah has his way again. Coordination committee meeting date set. Meeting to take place before Sindhu flies to Europe. The coordination committee meeting, it was decided that the meeting would take place on August 31st. However, initially it was said that the meeting was set in terms of Danish Ali from JDS. Sources claimed that Siddaramaiah had his way and the meeting date was fixed as August 31st. But the people have other questions in their minds. Will they? Won't they? This has always been a question asked by the people of the state and those even inside the government when the topic is about former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and current Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy coming face to face. The reason why this thought arises is